It is not often I get the rare and distinctive honor to sit next to a luminary, and that blessing only comes to a chosen few. I have with me Professor Sridhar Shetty, who is a towering figure in the field of dentistry and in a variety of other ways. Many years back, he gravitated to the small little town of Bangalore, and over the period as the years unfolded, he in a particular place grew it into a gigantic institution. Many years back, he came and settled in this town and became the dean. 21 years, the years rolled on, and eventually it became one of the premier institutions in this part of the country. Not many people can compare or compete with that sort of an achievement. Over the years, his caliber and comport, dedication and the way he indulged or immersed into the field became so pronounced that eventually he became the president of the Dental Council of India. How many people can claim that amount of power and fame? So therefore, this morning I warmly invite Professor Sridhar Shetty to our gathering, and I kindly request him to, in the beginning, what is our prime focus on students? What advice will you give the new dental students and later the postgraduates how to evolve their career and become as big as he did?
Good morning. Thank you for your invitation for me to join this scientific or social meeting with you. Thank you, Dr. Devagan. You are talking about the dental profession only,
primarily
or
the
about
dental
the student?
Primarily the dental college students, and then you, of course, you have been instrumental in building up your medical college too.
Yeah.
But primarily, yes.
Now I am a teacher,
yes,
by profession, teaching in dental colleges, and I am also a clinician, taking care of the people, the diseases of the stomatognathing system. Now we call it as a dental for convenience. Dental is a small part of an organ of our stomatognathing system. It's an important organ. As you know that it is as important in the medical science that it is a separate organ identified, and it is the only organ where you get a degree in the universities. Whereas in the medical science, there are so many organs people are studying, but dentistry is a separate entity because a stomatognathing system is a very essential organ of the body for our survival. Now, it so happened that I became a teacher in 1965, immediately after my graduation from the Bangalore University, that is in 1965 May. I just gained an experience in the college which is already existing. People were teaching, my teachers were teaching, and I very much associated with the students to understand students. For me, no student is a bad student. If they are eligible to join any professional colleges, whether it is a medicine, whether it is a dentistry, whether it's a pharmacy, nursing, or any of the health sciences universities, or even science and other graduates, commerce graduates, a student has got a eligibility to join any courses. So eligibility, of course, because we are in a large numbers, people to go into the merits and all. But for me, that merit is not very important. Of course, for the people to say that they are, because most of our examinations are theory oriented. It's not our clinical oriented examinations. Even in any type of a graduation in our country, it's only a theoretical. So it is, in my opinion, is just mugging up and remembering and putting answers to the 1/3 of the question of your syllabus, and then get X, Y, Z marks, and then you get selected to the course. But I am not talking about the disqualification of those students. For me, University and other things, other authorities have instituted for a admission to BDS course is 50%. And those who are had a social background from ages to centuries, the constitution has provided some reservations for them. So for them it is 40% or 45%. Now all the students, whether it is an 80% student or 45% student, for me there is no difference, because they are eligible to learn and we are responsible for them to teach the science and make them as a good professionals. It's a teacher. It is not the student now. A student is eligible to study this program, whatever the program he is joining. Now for me, no student is a bad student. Every student has got their own way of bringing up for either family or the society, rich, poor, all this. There are different ways people are learning in some reputed schools and disciplines, this, that and all, so many things. For me, putting a discipline for a student is on paper is not good. Discipline, if an administrator has to take care, he has to take the support of all his faculties, and then he should personally in vigilance to see what discipline they have put is functioning or people are escaping from that. So you first concentrate on bringing up a student morals and discipline. I always tell my faculty as soon as I become, for me no student is a bad student, but you should know the student. You should know the student before you teach. So each student is different, his attitude is different, his etiquette is different, his culture is different, his bringing up is different. There are so many type of psychological disturbances are there in most of the students. And for example, for me, I don't know what I have to do. My parents said that you join college. So I tried joining for different colleges during those days, and finally I landed up in joining in a dentistry, BDS. For me, I don't know why I have joined. I have no plans for all those things, but we have joined for the program because our parents those days, you want to get educated. Probably if I had not got the seat in this professional college, I would have joined BSc, or then would have done something else in the science also. That's why I am saying is, you accept any student who is eligible to join the program what he has joined. Know your student before you teach. No student is a bad student. So this is another aspect which I tell all during this. Even when I was just a junior lecturer in the government dental college, even those students still say that discipline is the gateway of learning. I might have brought up in a good discipline in my younger days, but all those disciplines I must have broken when I came to the colleges. But for me, the experience of my life as a student says that discipline is the gateway of learning. So we must create a discipline, simple discipline. Come to the classes with the proper dress, good etiquette, then come to the class in a correct, punctuality, timing punctuality, and then when you are working, it is as a teacher, I have to go personally to person to see what's happening with them, what are the problems they are having it. So put our hand also to tell them that has to be done like this, that has to be done like this. This is the way I started my teaching career in 1965. I didn't take a training of how to teach a people, how to take care of a people. I picked up bad students. Bad students means it is not bad by moral or anything. Those who are not attending the classes properly, not coming to the classes properly, not appearing for examinations, not paying fees for the university fees or the college fees, all those things, I pick up those people and I find that they are quite capable, they are very intelligent, but why they are not? Because they get a monthly salary from parents for their expenditures. They use that money for gambling, drinks or other social activities, doesn't concentrate on this. They don't have a money. Somebody borrows money, doesn't return money. See, these are all the situations what I found when I was a student and also when I became a teacher in 1965. So I get into those students. But all the students, whom I am saying like this, they are all very bold. They can do anything, any social service, anything you activate them for correct things, they do it. So now, very simple way, I take an attendance. I don't want to take an attendance in a long time. That is, I started even in 1965. Everybody has to sit at the roll number, on the roll number. So now, whoever seat is missing, they are the absentees. This is how I used to make a quick attendance, then concentrate on every student. This is how I started my life as a teacher. Now we are talking, and now I have become a principal and dean of the a college started in 1985. We started our college in the Bunts Hostel here, taking their commercial building as our first college batch, first batches. Then actually we have another Prakriti complex here, so we expanded. Because why you may say that why you are not gone to the campus like which we have built now here. The reason is, for a dental student's most important thing, even than a medical students, is number of patients what they are attending. We teach in a different discipline of treatment. So they have to have more number of patients, more number they have to have. So for this reason, we were afraid to go to the present college where there is a Deralakatta is there. Of course, the NIT Education Trust, Mr. Vinayak has already purchased about 20 acres of land where this Deralakatta campus is there for a dental college. But we are afraid to go only for the reasons that whether patients will come. See, we want patients. So for these reasons, the Vinay Hegde was very graceful. I said every patient has to be treated free. Most probably, there are more people who are working in an office or in shops, rich people may not come to our college because we have to train the students on them. And then it is only the poor people who can't afford to come. And even those people who can come, even the educated people or office goers or rich people can come, they will not come because for a dental treatment, as you know, doctor, it is not it's an outpatient work. It's not an inpatient work. So you are actually physically you are all right. You are doing your work. So we would prefer to take an appointment because you can afford to pay. Come in the evening. Our college timings are not in the evening. So this is how I started all the free treatment. Probably even in a government college they are charging. This is the first institution when I started in 1987, a clinical courses. Free treatment for everybody. We don't ask who is rich, who is poor, because we want to train our students. This is the first, this one I have made. And as you know that with my experience elsewhere, it was not difficult to have a control on students. Control means not for eye beating and eyebrowing and all, brow beating and this one. Control is not there. Yes, you are supposed to come like this. Believe it or not, I never used to allow people to come in a beard. Now beard has become a big fashion all over. even irrespective of the religion or anything, no beard, no bangles, because for me bangles are only worn by our Sikhs, Sardarjis, because it was told at that time to when they are fighting in the sword to protect themselves. Now they are not fighting, but still they have their own the religion reasons to put a bangle to look like Sikh. Now other things are not compulsory for anybody. If you like, you do it. Something like I want to put a nama here, it is not compulsory for me. If I want, I can put it. There is no problem for me. But beard shows a laziness in a person. This is my opinion. And beard stinks like a urine, because when you grow a beard, you sweat a lot. Sweat also, as you know, that it is like a urine only. So it stinks. That's why I told my students, you should smartly dress, no jeans. Why, you may ask, why now everybody is a big style. People are wearing jeans. Even American president I see sometimes wearing jeans. Why not jeans? See, jeans, if you wash it every day, it is okay. People who are wearing the jeans, whether students or not, because you don't require ironing and all, they just, because if you wash it, if you should have a lot of pairs of pants, it will not. But this jeans, when it is not washed, you sweat a lot. As a doctor, in the groin region, a lot of sweating will be there because we have a lot of pubic hairs and other things. So these people just hang it there, they commit, and they will not wash it. It stinks. And another thing is, why jeans has generated in our society. It was in the gold rush in California and San Francisco. They were there. They were to be in the sea always. Now all their pant used to get torn because sea water. So somebody invented denim, which need not be washed, which can last long. This is the reason why they started denim. Of course, later on everybody must have his cowboys and all those people. But we are going to be professionals. A professional student should have a proper dress. We are not asking for a uniform. Nowadays it is a trend in all hospitals all over the world. Doctors has to come in separate type of a dress, just like nurses. Prep dress.
Yeah, scrubs.
They cannot come in suit, coat and everything. They have to come in the prep dress. They have to look that they are doctors working in this college, yes, or a nurse is working in this college, or class D people working in the college in the clinical area. They are not insisting on people who are working in the offices. All over the world it is in the hospital. But people think that we are introducing all these things for our benefit. No, it is the benefit of profession as well as people to know who is who, what is what. So that's why that time I did not introduce, but I said, okay, come with the proper dress, no mini skirts, not because dentistry is that you have to sit and do the treatment. So no mini skirts, this one long dress, you wear salwar kameez or sari or anything, but no long hairs, because when you are working on the patient, all the hair will fall on the patient's face only. I usually joke, saying that patient will, because they have to gargle the mouth, patient may use your hair to wipe their face. This is a joke I make it to girl students. So I told them, you have to have a short hair, and then if you are not can't tie the hair properly. Otherwise, you can't leave the hair like that. So this is the type of etiquette, discipline, punctuality, attending every class, all these things. But I also introduced at that time, no extravagance in the life. So all these regulations what I made in A.B. Shetty Memorial Institute of Dental Sciences is with the consent of parents only. No parent can claim. Parent can claim that my son has to get, my daughter has to get like this. It is a general regulation. you have to obey. Sometimes parents make a lot of hue and cry. For example, I made a system that any outside student, they should not stay outside in any rooms or in houses or any place, private places. They should be staying in the hostel, college hostel only. There are some parents are complaining, no, they have to use a single cot like in the house, separate toilet. No, he has come as a student, he should learn like a military people, everything common. This is what I insist on parents. Now, extravagancy means what? I don't want a student to have a car, student to have any vehicle. You may ask why. When I have a car, this I have seen as a student in my days. When we have a car, we make a gang. We make a gang, we make a girlfriends. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like that, girls also will make a boyfriends. We go to the bar, we go have party, birthday party. Then all those, all things starts, and there is a time for you to study. You understand? Then again, you may get into certain habits. In the student days, you can get into any habits because I used to quote those days, Sangha dosha karolige danne. Sangha means the association makes you to have a stick like a cow. In our villages, some of the cows and other things, they jump into the our field and all. So to control them, they put a long stick, wooden this one to the neck, so that it can't run fast. No, that means Sangha dosha Kuraliga Donde means that you will have that type of a punishment. This is what I used to tell. Now, all these things, my experience, it is not that I thought that for the college. It's my experience that it is an attraction for all youngsters to get into ventures. Suppose, I remember one of my postgraduate classmate in Bombay, one Dr. Malamalan, he passed, Antony Malamalan, he is from Trichure, recently he passed away. He arranged a party. One bottle of Scotch whiskey came to our room, and then after his completion, celebrating. So I was not drinking. Then there was another boy by name Kotecha, and he was also not drinking, but others are taking a little whiskey and all like that. Then my other friends, they started belittling him. That, hey, what Kotecha, you can't drink, you are a boy, or what this, like that. So he got instigated. He said, come on, give it. He doesn't know what is a whiskey. Till though he is a medical student, what happens if you take more quantity? Believe it or not, almost 3/4 of the bottle he took it. Then he has to go back. We can't go back. He was vomiting. We have kept the bucket, everything. So this is what I am saying is Sangha dosha koralige donne. Means any association is not a bad association, but you are trying to get into the venture. Suppose if you take 1 peg of whiskey probably, or 2 bags of whiskey, that doesn't matter. No, as a social drinking. But this type of a venture they take, and then they become habituated for that because they have found a new experience in their life. They don't have a control. So like this, that's why I don't want any students to have an extravagancy. So I insisted all the parents, 1,000 rupees in the bank account. That is for going for a canteen or buying some books or this pen and all. If they require any money for extra money for buying books or traveling, other things, I give from my office and you can return it back. This is how I controlled few students not to have extravagancy in their life. Unfortunately, 2 of my students died in spite of my having a regulation in a motorbike accident when they were traveling on the, I was in Bangalore. Actually, that motorbike was seized by me, but those fellows connected it and they went and they had an accident. 2 boys died in the national highway here in Nantur, near Nantur. So I got a message saying that what I can do now. So immediately I thought of completely barring 2-wheelers for our students, and I am providing. Now, for example, other day I got a message, this Kolkata episode, a lot of people are putting videos, this and all about Kolkata episode. So one girl has sent me a message, she's in Madras, saying, sir, because of your discipline, we are safe. When they were students, that time they might not have appreciated it, but today they are appreciating it.
Yeah, see?
Right? So this is what I am saying is, all my students, whatever I have done. Now, when I say that now we are coming to the discipline, of course, everything, as I planned, I used to vigil. I'm not, Mangalore is a small town, it's not difficult for me. So night or anywhere I will go. Even I go to the bars also to see when my students are drinking there. No, this is all personal.
Yeah.
If somebody says, why are you making this rule? Are you taking care of it? I don't want to take that question. I want to say that, yes, I am supervising it. This is what is known as an administrator. When he makes a regulation, when the government may make a regulation, they are appointing officers, they have got assistants. But are they vigilant about it? Now, there are so much of regulations are there. Rape is such a crime, this, that, for 20 years. But are you able to control that? If you have got such a big force of police everywhere, are you able to control it? You have given a responsibility for a school, college, hospital, all people in the administration to take care of that incident should not happen. Are they doing it? No. That is why they are not doing it. It is on paper. When it happens, we will see. You understand? So this is not the way of my putting a discipline and just watching what happens. I used to go personally. That's why even students say that 117, my car was K19 117. They say when K19 117, we all become alert. I used to go to the bar. If I see any boys, I don't shout at my boys. I just go to the bar vendor or a manager in the bar. See, if you allow any one of my students here, these are all my students drinking there, I will work through the government, I will strike, I will make that your license is lost. This is, I used to threaten them like that. You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of ragging takes place. Ragging is one of the dirtiest evil I can see in colleges. You understand? It was, I think, 87 or 88. One of my local student only, but he is brought up in Chennai. He is having a lot of contact from the neighboring colleges, not in our Derlakatte. We were here at that time. So neighboring colleges, and all this gagging, the ragging is very rampant all over, all students. So they were fighting. Gangs fight. And this fellow, that student he is a local contact. He got some gundas to go and attack the another group. You understand? So I got a message. I went in the night to see. They are sleeping in our boys' hostel because that fellow is a little strong person. So I went there. I saw that one person was sleeping on the bed of our student's room. Then I shouted at him, "Who are you? Which gang you are coming from?" I used some of the people who are gangsters here, their name, and then said, "I'll just talk to them. I'll finish you now. Who are you?" And that fellow, believe it or not, that fellow says, "I'm from Bombay, sir. Actually from Burma. I'm on running because I murdered some people." But I didn't get back with the fear or anything. I said, no, get out in 5 minutes. So he goes and opens the locker of that fellow, and he is having a big rod. No, see, sometimes God only saves me, because my approach is honest approach. I don't want any students to have any risk. You understand? This is how I gain the love of my students. If it's quite common, as you have studied in professional college, even in other colleges, mixed education, people become friends. So I have to talk with the parents. They are not going to concentrate on studies. Are you ready for them to get married? No, like that. If you are not getting married, put a warning for them. You can't move around. Just like that. Even if you are husband and wife working in the college, I don't want anybody to stand in the corridor and talk to each other. Means how wife or somebody, how you will talk. I said it gives a wrong impression to because we are having a lot of public coming here. Lot of public are coming here, and they think that these are all girls and boys, having a fun in the corridor and all. No, so dignity of the institution should be maintained, whether it is a student or a faculty, or even if it is an attender, even if it is a clerk, anybody in our area. Dignity of the institution should be maintained. This is how I built up that institution. Now all that thing has given a lot of benefits to all of them. They all come up in the life. Today when I meet all those people, of course they have attained a good positions, whether it is an attender or clerk or anybody. Everybody, if I go to the college now, I'm retired, I'm not in the college now, they come and touch my feet.
Yes.
No, not because I am honored by that. I feel that yes, there is somebody who liked my way of administration. This is not touching my feet. Maybe sometimes everybody goes and big officer, they will touch their feet. But I am a retired person now. There is no necessity for me to have a. So I lived with the student, lived with the people, lived with the faculty, everybody. That's why. And most important thing, what happened in my career as a teacher, anything I do, I have a direct contact with the parents. Any boy, any girl, I find that having a problem, I call the parents, I request them to come to me, discuss, and try to solve the problem. Any type of a problem. It may be their family personal problem, or there are some students who gets upset and they don't study and they can't do well because they are worried about their family problems. So all these things, I personally involve myself.
That's what set you apart as a fantastic dean. You took a personal interest and connected with the parents.
Connecting with the parents.
Yes.
No, I don't do anything without connecting it to the parents. So what I want is, a student should be sandwiched between a teacher and a parent.
Oh, lovely.
Student has to be sandwiched between teacher and a parent. I don't want, because teacher should know, and student, parent also should know what the student has to be brought up. This is how. So the A.B. Shetty Memorial Institute of Dental Sciences become a very popular. Not because of my students are passing and getting a job. It became popular because of the parents of those students.
It became a beacon of light.
Parents of the students. Whether it is a rich parent or a poor patient or parent or anybody, they have. Even patients. Patients are never given any problem. Quick treatment should be given. For anybody who comes, he should not be, come tomorrow, give appointment, this, no. Everybody should be treated immediately. This is how, nobody should be let go, and short time, all patients should be disposed. This is how I used to make that. Now, for a patients, for a student purpose, I started a treatment camps. Treatment camps. So we go and do a primary treatment. I developed separate type of a portable equipments, instruments, sterilized instruments and everything for our primary treatment of the dental treatments. And we have gone all over. We attended one camp in Chintamani, that is because one of my postgraduate student, his father was a home minister at that time, and he is from Chintamani. Today that student has become a minister also, education minister today. So he organized one camp there. 2 days we were there. Because we traveled one day, then again 4 or 5 days it was. More than 5,000 patients have come. We managed it.
Yes.
Because we have utilized students, faculty, postgraduate students, because it's a big manpower we have in the college. It's not a problem for us. And probably first time in the world, even it is difficult for many people, I tried to propagate it, that making, that the people without a teeth, all total teeth are lost, we call them as an edentulous patients. And these patients, if they have come for a treatment, appointment, one day one work, second day another, so 7 to 8 appointments they have to make. Plus they have to make for a follow-up and other things also, so many appointments. So each type of a work what we do is for making a denture, it takes about half an hour to 1 hour time. That's why they are called in once in a day. 7 to 8, 10 appointments they will have. I made a system that one in a single day, we start at 8:30, finish it by 4:30 or 5:30. You may ask why 5:30? Because I don't want village people to stay back in the place where camp is there. They have to go back by the bus. They have to go before it is dark. Like that, we have conducted so many camps. One of my colleague who was in the dental council, he requested me to come to Tirupati. We went to Tirupati also. I'm just telling you, this is a revolutionary work which I started. Then I thought, this is all advantage for whom? It's not for social service. I'm telling you very frankly. It is for my students to gain an experience in the treatment. We started an awareness program. Awareness, health awareness, public health. So how, lot of publicity, video, there we have so many people, in the medical profession, community department advises so many things as a student for you. But you never go to anybody's village house, no? So I made a questionnaire about public health as well as dental health. And made the students, trained the students in the class. If you have to ask a question like this, and if they ask why inquiry, how you can, this is by drama I have done it. This is by, demonstrating like a practical, how to talk to general public.
Role playing.
So we made a street place. The street play doesn't cost anything. Small crowds. We went to house, and they are educated about prevention of diseases. Why you have to have a potable water, why you have to have a toilet, why you should have a environment of trees and other things, what balanced diet you can have by your own growing, and what are the hazards you have for agricultural hazard, occupational hazards. All those things we tell them. By questions we ask, then we explain them why it has to be done. This is how my students have gone house to house. A student from America writes to me, sir, those days we were cursing you, that you are taking us to the villages, the house to house visit and all. That's in my book also, I think. When she went to United States of America, when they've interviewed her, she said about this program what we have done in the college. Those professors and those people are so much interested. They started asking everything, and she got a merit out of that because of experiences. So this is what I made students to know the public, how to talk to public, how, it is, we can't talk in our professional language to any of our public.
Yes.
That too to rural areas. So this is what I have done. Another thing I started is rural satellite centers. I talk to the rural person. Suppose you want a program to be done in a center has to be done. It's a treatment. There will be doctors, there will be interns, there will be postgraduate students, and there will be faculty in the college also. They will go in weekends. So this is how I started in a rural satellite center. I call it as a satellite.
21 satellites you started something.
Satellite. Why I call it as a satellite? You can say rural center. I want to call it as satellite because it is between that center to the institution. Institution is a nucleus.
Yes.
And institution people are going there. They are working there. It's a satellite. Just like a satellite.
Yes.
So this, when I started, it was early. We started in Sringeri. But the responsibility is given to the people who want to start the program. And I used to request that you give to 1,000 square feet area for us. You should have an accommodation for our doctors. Then you should make an arrangement for food also for them. Because the doctor has to live in dignity there. You can't go to the bar and drink. No, I'm just. This is all possible. So all these things. It worked very well, I'll tell you. And today, some of the centers, we are having more than 30 to 40 patients coming every day in the village. No, I have written in my book, I have written about empowerment of rural population with equality in healthcare. In that book, I have narrated all these things about satellite centers, our students doing a street plays. We have gone up to Karwar for a street play. Our students, they are also enthusiastic. They have got an excellent talent. I tell you, our students, young boys. See, it is not an examination for them. It is they are showing their talent. Just like you are having this music competition or extracurricular active competition in the college days. But this is, throughout the career from the community department, they are doing it. So, I
How many centers would you have established, satellite centers? How many satellite centers would you have?
When I retired, it was 15. Now, I think it is more than 21. But out of this summer, I don't like that. See, I never wanted a satellite center near our college. Because it is for the rural areas. So, next administrators have started one in Mangalore University, which I am against it. No, my opinion
for all
is
the
against.
social work and fantastic things you have done, you were awarded the BC Roy Award. And tell us a bit about
before it becomes success, I was given my BC Roy National Award for medico-social relief.
What does that
way back in 1996 or something.
The vertical growth of a faculty as a lecturer, faculty, professor, head of department, dean, but eventually you became the president of the dental council.
Yes,
that is an extraordinary chair where very few people can.
Because when I first entered in 1987 as a member of the dental council elected from the Mangalore Senate, I was I think in 87 I was just 44 or 45 years old. Now my participation, we are building the college at that time. My participation in the council as required for the college development. See, one of the worst things happened in those days, the difficulty in having a faculty, qualified faculty. See, they have made a regulation, principal should have so much of experience, so much of your services. He should step up as assistant professor, reader, professor, and then 2 years as a head of the department. Not professor is not enough. 2 years as a head of the department, then he should get qualified for the principal. Where the bloody hell qualified people are there? If you know that dentistry started, when we started a government dental colleges, the teachers were not a qualified teachers.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
our government dental college Bangalore, it started in 1958.
Yeah.
It was under the medical college.
Yeah.
Then in 1960 or 59, Dr. S. Ramachandra is a great model for me in my life. He is a disciplinarian. He wants everybody to be on time, on work, everything. He inspires youngsters to do the work. It's a great model for me in my life. S. Ramachandra, what is his qualification? For today's standard, he can't be appointed as a principal. He is MBBS. He has gone and done DMD. He never taught in any university, I mean colleges. So you can't become an assistant professor without having a teaching experience of 3 years in the after post graduation. This is the regulation. Those days that such regulations were not there, but we started a college. Then there were a lot of practitioners who are LDSC registered dentists, or somebody claiming that they have got a qualification from abroad, this and all. Those people were taken as part-time teachers. For number of students, we were only 10. Now, all colleges, I'm talking about all colleges in our country. It didn't have this one. Today, they have made a regulation that these are the following things are required. Now, I join as a lecturer. By the time I become a head of the department, the age difference between the age between head of the department and me is only 1 or 2 years. I retired as an assistant professor only. You understand what I'm saying? Then how I can't become a principal? Same way for any other designations which is required for the colleges. This was the most difficult aspect. So luckily at that time, there were about 14 dental colleges or 15 dental colleges in the country. And Manipal and Davangere, these were the two private colleges. Rest of the government colleges, admission is 10, 40, depending upon that faculty, you know how it will be. Now, they have put a faculty requirement also, and the proportion of the students. Faculty requirement is on proportion of students. So there are no people. Luckily, at that time they were retiring at 55 years. So people were appointing them. But in our profession, most of the people would have established their practice where they are. Why they will leave practice and
true.
So you have to make so much of adjustment. Not for me, even for government college also there were no faculty. You understand? So I was participating vehemently about all these regulations, how to solve the problem. So people would accept it. So that's how I gained a confidence with a lot of members. It took long time. By the time I became a president, twice I elected as a vice president. Later on I became a president.
How long were you there as a president?
Actually, as an acting president, I was for 2 years. And then I was there as a president for another 2.5 years.
That means entire dental...
No, as a member of dental council from 1987 to 1963. Sorry, 2006. I got elected in a different centers amongst the deans and all. So I have not done anything for my fame. I have done for my students and welfare of, because that is what I have gained experience wherever I have gone. You know, I was working in Khartoum University. You believe it or not, I don't have much of work there. 2 classes, 1 clinic in a week. Right? Because that is how they are distributed the work for us. We need not attend any patients or not. I felt that I am losing something in my life.
That instigated you.
Life means you are not associated with patients. You know, dentistry, the dexterity of hand and other things are very important. So I started. Then I started attending the patients. You know, my own.
That made you enormously popular.
Very popular. Khartoum also. Wherever I go,
Yeah.
faddal.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah.
When you go to the market,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you go to a department store, whether your government office, university office, people are appreciating this man has
Oh,
come
yes,
from
yes,
home,
yes.
he is serving us.
Oh, yes, yes.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not because I am
yeah.
proud of all those things of
Yeah, yeah.
their welcoming, but I am satisfied
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
yes,
kept
yes.
up my professional
Oh, yes,
skill.
yes, yes, yeah.
And
Now,
this-
many of your students have become eventually deans. Many have retired also. But the today's hierarchy of deans, what advice would you give them? The deans of dental colleges.
See, there are problems for every administrator, probably in a government college or even in this one.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to control any faculty, any students, if you are not given an independence in
I
administration.
fully agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I have done so many things.
Yeah.
I used to take first permission from my administrator.
Ah.
That is Vinay
Yeah,
Hegde,
yeah, yeah.
the president of the NIT
Yes,
Education
yes.
Trust. Only my contact is only with him.
Yeah, yeah.
I tell him, sir, I want to do this.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to buy this. I want to put it like this. Institution like this.
Yeah.
He says, go ahead.
Yeah, finish.
You are doing it for the welfare of the institution.
Yes, yes, yes.
See, that is the
Yeah, yeah.
that is the decision which the administrator has to take.
Oh.
Now, suppose you are also teaching in the your
Yeah.
university now. I mean, AJ Hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
You are a professor there and a vice dean.
Mm.
But your ideas of discipline and other things, you have to compromise. Because the dean of the college may not agree, or the management may not agree for it, or university authorities may not agree for it. See, this is
Or
the
sometimes even
problem
the
for
students might rebel.
yes. So nowadays, because of the multiple colleges, most of the private colleges, they look for admissions. If
Yeah.
the admissions are not full, they have to run the institution.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
not possible for them to run an
yeah, yeah.
institution. Because as I gather during my days, about 40 to 50% of the money you have to spend for only salaries,
Yeah, yeah.
per month.
Yes, yes.
So then hospital expenditure,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many things are there. So it is difficult for any dean.
Yeah.
He want to do that. It is difficult.
Yeah,
So now what you can do in a university to get a grade, there are so many grading systems have come
Yeah,
in our
yeah.
this one.
NAC and
They are
other-
following American system
Yeah.
where grading of the
Yes,
colleges
yes.
for
Yeah.
getting admissions. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Not that we are getting international students here because of that. We only just grading,
Yeah.
publicity. So all these things. Now all those people, they claim they were first, second and all. I know what's happening in those institutions. No, let's not
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Now this grading is another thing
Yeah.
which I feel personally, because I remember when I was the president of Dental Council, and NAC people have drafted certain things, and they wanted to inspections of our dental colleges under the UGC.
Yes.
I said, no, you are not a technical people.
Yeah.
You may advise us for arts and science colleges how they have to be.
Yeah.
Now I am a teacher, you have been a teacher. Where is the time for me,
Yes, yes.
if I have given a work
Yeah,
of
yeah.
clinical work, to do a research? Is there any time for
Yeah,
me?
then.
Unless I am relieved from the that
Yes.
job of teaching,
Yeah.
research is not that just a half an hour work.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yes.
it's a so much difficulty.
Yes.
But we are training students
Yeah.
as a postgraduate student how to do a research.
Yeah.
But research are done by them,
Yeah,
not by
yeah.
me.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We are training them, we are advising them, we are guiding them.
Yeah.
So that is research takes place, that type of a research. But you expect
Yeah.
a medical college teacher to do a research,
Yeah.
but he should be appointed as a research teacher.
Yeah.
For him, he should have a different type of a
Yeah.
duty.
Yeah.
See, all these things,
Yeah.
they make regulations.
Yeah.
But if you
Without
have to
realizing
appoint as a research
Yeah.
officer, now Vinay Hegde, I have been asking him that we should have a research center and all. And now we have a very big research center, Nuksar. And then 2-3 other centers also for stem cell and other things.
Yeah.
But those people are only there. They are not coming for teaching.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
So this is the way what research has to be done in a professional college. I don't know about other engineering and other places. But in our medical profession, if you are a teacher, you should not insist that you should have to make a research.
That is true.
Yes, of course. If you are asking them to make a research, you put them as a research professor,
Yes.
as an extra, and then associate with the other people and do research. No, I'm just saying, if you want the research to be done in the institutions, see, it's not so easy to do a research unless there is a developed institution. Now, how many people in the country, you know that empty number of the people are going to Indian Institute of Research. Because we don't have facilities. When our postgraduate students are doing a research, we used to go to KREC, Mangalore University. Because there are certain things what we require, we don't have it. You understand? So now they have made a Nuksar in our campus. They have spent crores of rupees for that.
Means
that is research center. NITTE,
research
NITTE
center.
education, is they call it as Nuksar.
Yeah.
But it's very well done. It's excellent research.
Now, would you have, or would you recommend or suggest or advocate doing PhD?
No, actually, there was no PhD in our medical faculty or this one, except for PhD in the non-clinical subjects or paraclinical subjects. Clinical subjects, I have not seen earlier PhDs in this one. We never used to recognize PhD as a postgraduate qualification earlier in the council. Now different. But what has happened is a lot of people, they are going in abroad and looking for a job in universities.
And then
they require PhD. Just post graduation is not enough. So these are the people they want to do PhD. But way back, Dr. K.L. Shori in Manipal Dental College, after retirement, he came as a principal of the Manipal Dental College. He started a PhD, first PhD in the Mangalore University. Later on, when in our college also, I started a PhD.
In prosthodontics?
Not prosthodontics. I made a group. The restorative dentistry, surgical and medical dentistry, public health dentistry, like that I made a group. So that any specialities, they can be under this one. So there were some students registered at that time. That when we
what
were
I
in Mangalore
deeply
University.
regret was after my MS, my professor asked me to extrapolate my work into a PhD, which I did not do. But later I realized if you have a PhD, you are put on par with an FRCS. That is unfair.
No, this is, see, this is all regulations what we make in the country and regulations required in the outside. See now, if many people are complaining, sir, we are in the profession, we are getting a less salary because we don't have American qualifications and British qualifications. So everybody goes and does FTS. Everybody goes to America and does because they can get a better positions and better money. See, each country has got a different system. That's a demand. Now, we in Rajiv Gandhi University also later on they started a PhD. Lot of students have done a PhD. And then PhD gives an opportunity for any faculty get into the research, understand about the research, difficulties in the research, problems in the research, how to analyze the results, all those things. Because they have to associate with so many experts. PhD is not like that, it's just, I may be a guide for PhD, but they have to associate with so many people. So doing PhD probably will not give you, as I said, you can get a merit by mugging up and memorizing it. You get experience in PhD, how to do a research. and then you can start doing research.
Now come back again. You are a sportsman and you used to play with the students. That is something I have not seen many deans do.
No, see, I can act also. I am an actor also. I am, of course, singing I can't do. I don't have a good voice. But I can join people with the chorus singing. So I can act well. I can play almost all games.
But you used to play with the students?
No. As a student, even from school days, in medical college, I am a dental student. We were in the medical college. And nobody knows that I am a student of a dental college. I am a medical college student. Because I am in every game, including throw ball of women, throw ball, kabaddi, basketball, volleyball, hockey, football, sports, any jumps. You know, I was always the first on the jumps in the medical college, whether it is a broad jump, whether it is a high jump, whether it is a pole vault, whether it is hop, step and jump. That is, these are the four jumps. I used to run 100 meters, 200 meters. I used to get a place in the college. I'm talking about. So I was even selected for pole vault in district hospital. I'm a barefoot sportsman. I was selected for university also, for a shuttle badminton, Mysore University. You know, then I was a basketball district player. I was a volleyball district player. No, all those things. You know, that has given me not only challenges in life, physical strength, mental stability, discipline, your mental stability. Nobody, in the sports, anybody gets into a tension, they die of stroke only. In sports, this one is, you enjoy the game. You enjoy the game. Don't worry whether you win or lose. This is how, But of course, if you have a talent, you will win the game. But losing a game is not a...
But that's a comradeship that you have,
In Bangalore Dental College, I was a chairman for the sports committee in the union. Dental College. Those days only it's about 40 admission. It's about 120 students or 30 or 40 admission was there. When I became a chairman, I made a rule for all students, X, Y or Z. 4 o'clock college closes. Everybody should be in the college quadrangle for games. But we could not, it was not a ground. So we used to play volleyball, throw ball, shuttle badminton.
Some amount of sport,
whether you know the game or not. Then some people used to go to the ground, our medical college ground, and then play football, hockey and everything. See, small number. You don't have talented people, will be only 4 or 5.
True, but that attitude of
everybody participated in it. The whole college, every student have become, like a
family.
One group. Liking each other. Then there is no animosity or anything. Sports is such a field. That you makes more friends. It's only in the field you are competing. Then you feel that he's good. I am also have to become good. This is how. So that's why. The same thing I continued wherever I went. Even in the Khartoum, I was playing a volleyball there with the people, because there are few games only they play, volleyball and football. So I used to play volleyball. I became very popular in the college because I am a sportsman. You understand? It's not that I am a rank student or a brilliant teacher.
But
in a sports field, you play a competition, you like it. So you become very popular. This is how I was started that. Then I thought sports is a very important thing.
That every student has to indulge in some sporting activity. So one last contentious issue, because it is burning in the country, and security, especially for girls, because this terrible incident happened. What advocacy would you give to colleges to ensure this does not happen in the future?
See, it's a human nature to become an aggressive, either a girl or a boy,
Yeah.
on sexual aspects. It is human nature. Now, we are not animals, we are social animals. So, in the college or in the hospitals, with the worker, there should be discussion about this animal act. About this animal act. We are all social animals. We have made in a society that, yeah, you get married, then you have your sexual life, you have a family, you bring up your family with a good moral and other things. But you should not think that anybody can do anything because I am in power, or I can misuse people to do things. So this culture has to be cultivated. If I feel that once a day, an administrator, he should make a group. He should discuss in 5 minutes individually the girls or boys. It can be boys also can be molested by girls also. It is possible, no? As you know. No, it is possible. No, I'm just saying, we are worried about only girls now. You are raising it. It is not only girls. Boys can also be harassed like that, molested by girls. So there are incidents such as you know in the medical science, right? Forensic you have studied. And this one, you know, I used to do in college once a month, calling individual student in presence of all faculty. They have to present it about X, Y or Z whom they are given a responsibility. My rule is don't blame a student. What you can do to improve him. This was the rule for my students in those days. Now, this one can be done. That every day there should be an administrator should do a meeting. He should spend at least 1 hour for all the workers, including there is a sweeper, whether it is a ayah, whether it is a nurse, whether it is a doctor, whether it's a student or anything. He should have an opportunity to see these people. What are their problems?
Now, what I'm saying is now a lot of deans are listening to this conversation. So, across the country, this terrible thing has happened. What precautionary measures should we adopt so that this does not get replicated?
I don't know whether.
Meaning what I'm asking
animal
is.
Instinct.
I mean the girl
animal
goes,
instinct.
No girl should go alone to a room. Make sure she's secure.
If anybody can control that animal instinct, this will not happen.
But security measures wise,
what happens is the criminals get involved with the so many administrators.
There
are, as you know, there are agents for selling organs.
It's also sad that
there are agents for selling bodies. There are agents for everything. You know, when I don't know, you must have also experienced when we were student. Anatomy department attenders. They will get us a skeleton. Full body skeleton. What they do? They are going to the graveyard, digging the body, and then boiling it, removing all flesh and heart, soft tissue, and they paint it and bring it. See, now that we are all buying it from them. But it's a criminal act.
But what I'm saying is
this, we are worried about this. Today's incidence is such one. I don't think it is only a rape in my observation.
I don't know, but since
It is
some other major complications. But
major complications involved.
Yeah.
Why politicians has to involve?
I know, it's too sad.
No, I'm just saying.
True. But what I'm coming
Why
back,
government is so much interested in protecting
yes.
the administrators?
But security measures wise, as the head of the institution.
See, security man also can do that, no?
I know the security.
No.
I know.
See, all these things.
Who will guard the guardians?
No, this is we have to cultivate, not to have that instinct.
Yes.
See now why I have cultivated people not to have drinks. No. Then maybe somebody may be taking a small drink.
True.
But the idea I have given is why you should not have a drinks. You know, for my students I'm talking about. Same way, why you should not smoke. Why you should not gamble. I give some quotations. I tell my experience to the students, and then say I'm making this. Don't do that. When you become matured, then you try.
It's your life. But yes.
But so the moral has to be done. This is done not even today. Even from centuries, people were doing that. But it has become more.
So what I want to say is, like a tiny little comet, you came to Mangalore, and over the years evolved a center of outstanding excellence. So fantastic that all over the world, patients, people, doctors, faculty started gravitating to the A.B. Shetty Dental College and the Nitte institution.
Suppose
one man as a towering giant turned this into a place of recognition. So I must, at this point, on behalf of News Karnataka, I must tell you that we have decided to confer upon you the Jewel of Mangalore Award. Not many people can claim to that stature. So in that regard, may I request the Executive Director to please come, and but before that, if you would like to add...
Before you end, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
See, after working for
50 years
in the dental college, and having ventured into starting a satellite centers, treatment camps, awareness program, my experience in my medical profession, in the hospitals, that there should be a quick access for the people to anybody who comes to the hospital. There should be immediate availability of facilities to treatment. And treatment has to be free. This is what I am saying. Now, I am not a poor man, but I can't afford, as you know, many of the diseases which comes in our life or in the family to treatment. Now, I am not concerned about the city people much. You understand? Because we have, for example, a city like Mangalore, we have 8 and medical colleges, so many corporate hospitals, that and all. I'm not worried about that. But who is taking a treatment? Taking treatment only people who can afford. But there are some insurance, and all those things are there. That is different. Now I want a village person, maybe even near the Bantuwal also, to have quick access. In a short time he should come. This is what is required for many of the diseases. That's why you have an emergency ward, right? So, and it should be immediately diagnosed. It should be immediately treatment should be given, and it should be given free. So I have come out with a concept how it can be done.
Can you record? Recording, no?
How you can do it is that instead of having a medical colleges, in one center, 1,000 beds, so much 200 to 300 faculty, so many nurses, so many technicians, this and all, so many investigation facilities, all these things, make this hospital into multi-center. You know, instead of 1,000, you make 100-bed hospital in the rural area. So then it becomes easy access for and immediately available. And then treatment, make it free. Medical colleges can give treatment free. I'm
Yeah.
of the 100% opinion
Yeah.
that all medical colleges can give a treatment free. There's no necessity to charge any patients at all. Any type of a treatment. You understand? Because medical college is run by the students' money.
Yeah.
It is not by anybody's money. It is
Yeah.
run by the students' money. By doing this,
Yeah.
students will have a better opportunity to see the patients, know the patient, and other.
Yeah.
And I am come out to the another this one community department. It has to be completely changed. The community department
Yeah.
should be made bigger. They should participate with public health engineers, agriculture officers, public relation officer, veterinary officers. They should
Yeah.
make a team to visit houses to create an awareness,
Yeah,
prevention, awareness,
Yeah.
and how accessibility to the hospital, all those things.
Yeah.
So probably today we have a worse situation in our area. I see at least.
Yeah.
Maybe situation same.
Yeah.
All people learn and go away. Only the old people are there.
Yeah.
You know there are the geriatric. 20 to 30% of the people are geriatric in the population.
It's a rapidly aging society.
Yeah. And what is the type of diseases we are having? As you know, 60% of our organs are not functioning as it was before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they have so many people with the schizophrenia. There may be so many dementia.
Yeah.
There may be some people with the strokes. So many people are there. We have to community department has to participate.
Yes.
It can happen only by the medical colleges because there is a big student power. Big faculty is there.
Yeah.
It is possible. This is my idea, but I've been on that idea only. I've written a book, Empowerment of Rural Population with Equality in Healthcare.
Yeah, I hope it gets implemented as the years unfold.
I don't know. It is administrators. Has to agree. Which specialist wants to go and work in the village? It can be done only if he is a faculty of a medical college.
True, that's true.
Right?
So to conclude, I need to.
No, this I.
It's really
actually,
good.
people should take this idea.
Yes. Yes.
Okay then. Thank you.
No. I must tell again, like a meteor from somewhere he came. On the invitation and request, set up a small college which grew like a towering giant, attracting people from all over the world. People, population, students, faculties, oh my God. Nitte became an institution of repute and excellence. Who made that possible? My good friend, Professor Sridhar Shetty. In that regard, having changed Mangalore to what it is now, we are deeply indebted to him, and therefore, be on News Karnataka's basis, along with us, we have decided to confer upon him the jewel of Mangalore. There are several jewels which made Mangalore what it is. He is one of them. On this regard, I kindly request the Executive Director, Mr. Brijesh, to please hand over a certificate of appreciation. Sir, you have brought us laurels. You have made us what we are. We are indebted to you for all that you have done.
At this point, I would say that I have always tell anybody who is asking me some advice in their life, I say that opportunity doesn't come always. When it comes, strike it. So I came an opportunity for me to come to Mangalore to head the institution by Mr. Vinay Hegde, Nitte Vinay Hegde. It wouldn't have been possible for me unless he has given me the platform of A.B. Shetty Memorial Institute of Dental Sciences to do as my ideas are and giving me 200%, I will say, not 100%, whether it is in terms of finance, whether it is terms of support, whether it is making all my endorsing everything, whatever I do. So I must thank for Mr. Vinay Hegde for giving me this opportunity, this platform to get this honor of jewel of Mangalore city. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.